Hey everyone, welcome back to Wealth Wave, where we break down the financial news that truly impacts your life, from Social Security and SSI to food assistance and federal benefit updates. Now, I hate to bring bad news, but this one is serious. Millions of Americans could soon see their SNAP benefits reduced or completely cut, and it's happening a lot sooner than many realize. There's a lot of misinformation circulating on social media right now, so I went straight to the official federal documents to get you the facts, and what I found is honestly alarming. This isn't about new work requirements or political debates like you might have heard. This is about something most people haven't been talking about: state error rates and a new crackdown by the federal government that could directly affect your monthly food assistance. So let's break this down clearly, because this policy could determine who keeps their benefits and who loses them in the coming years. According to the latest federal announcement, SNAP benefits will soon be tied to state error rates, and only 8 states would currently qualify for full federal funding if this policy went into effect today. That means 42 states are now scrambling to fix mistakes in their SNAP programs or risk losing millions in federal dollars. And when states lose funding, the people who depend on SNAP are the ones who pay the price. So before we dive into which states are in the hot seat, let's talk about what this means and how it all started. The federal government has officially warned every state: stop making mistakes or lose SNAP funding. Starting in fiscal year 2028, which technically begins October 1, 2027, any state with an error rate above 6% will start losing federal support for SNAP. Now, you might be thinking, 2027? That's a long time away. But here's the catch: states have to start cleaning up their numbers right now to meet that 6% target before the deadline. That means states will begin auditing, cutting, and adjusting benefits as early as 2025 and 2026. In other words, people could start losing benefits long before 2028 even arrives. According to the Congressional Budget Office, this change could result in 300,000 people losing SNAP benefits entirely, and 96,000 children losing nutrition assistance through related programs. Those aren't just statistics, those are real families who rely on this help every single month. Let's look at the states that are currently struggling to meet the federal standard. Remember, the threshold is 6%. Here's how some of the worst performers stack up. Alaska, 24.66% error rate, highest in the nation. Georgia, 15.65%. Florida, 15.13%. New Mexico, 14.61%. Oregon, 14.6%. New York, 14.9%. Even states like California, 10.98%, and Texas, 8.32%, which are often praised for large-scale programs, are well above the limit. On the better end, Idaho, 3.59%. South Dakota, 3.28%. Wisconsin, 4.47%. Vermont, 5.13%. Only 8 states total would qualify for full funding if the policy took effect today. Everyone else would face serious cuts. The term error rate might sound technical, but it's simple. It measures how often states make payment mistakes, either overpaying or underpaying SNAP recipients. And here's the key detail: most of these errors are overpayments, meaning many households are getting more money than they technically qualify for. That's where things get dangerous, because the government now wants that money back. Let's talk about who's most likely to be affected. Group 1: people who lose benefits entirely. These are individuals who shouldn't have been eligible under federal rules but were approved because of state errors. When states start auditing, these people will likely be cut off completely. Group 2: people who see reductions. This is the largest group. Say you've been getting $400 a month, but when your state reviews your case, they find you should have only been receiving $300. That extra $100 each month will now stop. Group 3 people who face clawbacks. This is where it gets tough. If you were overpaid $100 a month for a year, that's $1,200 total, and states can demand repayment. Usually, they'll take it by reducing your future benefits until it's paid back. That could mean several months of smaller checks, like receiving $250 instead of $300, just to cover the overpayment. Even though the 6% rule officially kicks in on October 1, 2027, states will start making changes now. Here's what the timeline looks like. 2025-2026, states begin major audits and benefit reviews. 2027, final push to get error rates below 6%. 2028, states that fail the target lose funding and may have to pay 15% of SNAP costs themselves. 2030, high error states like Alaska and Georgia must fully comply by this point. But again, cuts, reviews, and clawbacks could happen much sooner. The political push behind it. This move comes directly from the Trump administration's renewed focus on eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse in federal programs. They believe states have misused billions in SNAP funds over recent years, and they're demanding accountability. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, is leading these investigations, and SNAP is just the first of several programs on their radar. Expect other assistance programs, possibly housing and Medicaid, to face similar scrutiny soon. The states to watch closely. If you live in any of the following states, pay extra attention: Alaska, Georgia, Florida, New Mexico, Oregon, New York, California, or Texas. You're most at risk if your income changes month to month. You recently had someone move in or out of your household. You've been receiving benefits for years without re-verification, or you also get other forms of government aid that affect your eligibility. These are the cases most likely to be reviewed first. Now, I don't want to just alarm you, let's talk solutions. Here's your WealthWave action plan to protect your benefits. Call or log into your state's benefits portal and confirm you're receiving the correct amount. Catching an error early can save you from repayment demands later. If your income or household changed, report it now. Yes, it might lower your benefits slightly, but that's better than facing a massive clawback later. Save every letter, notice, and online confirmation. Documentation will be your best defense if there's ever a dispute. If your state is above 10%, expect aggressive reviews. Be extra careful with your reporting. Start identifying local food banks, community meal programs, and church pantries just in case. You might qualify for WIC, senior nutrition programs, or free and reduced school meals. Don't rely solely on SNAP. Final thoughts from WealthWave. There's a lot of political noise around this issue. Some claim it's about fraud, others say it's just paperwork errors. The truth is, it's a mix of both. But here's what matters for you. Whether it was an honest mistake or not, if the state says you were overpaid, they will come to recover it. So don't wait for them to find the issue, take control now. Yes, your benefits might decrease slightly, but that's far better than facing repayment demands, reduced future benefits, or worse, a fraud investigation. This isn't fearmongering, it's preparation. The 2028 deadline might sound far away, but for states and for families on SNAP, the clock is already ticking. If you live in Alaska, Georgia, Florida, New Mexico, Oregon, New York, California, or Texas, now is the time to act. Stay proactive, stay informed, and stay protected. If this video helped you understand what's really happening with SNAP benefits, make sure you subscribe to WealthWave, hit that notification bell, and share this video with anyone who relies on SNAP or food assistance. This information could help them avoid losing benefits or getting caught in repayment traps. Remember, needing help doesn't make you weak. Being smart about protecting your benefits makes you strong. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay connected. I'm Stimulus Money with WealthWave, and I'll see you in the next one.